Hello traders, and welcome back to SAM Trading Strategies. In our last video, we did something incredible. We took the Fractal Chaos Bands indicator into the real market, executed 6 live trades, and walked away with around $1,400 in profit. It was proof that this simple strategy is a beast when the market is moving. But immediately after that video, my inbox was flooded with one question. Sam, does this work on the OTC market? So today, we are going to find out. We are going to apply the exact same trading rules. No changes, no new indicators, on the OTC market. We want to see if the Fractal Chaos Bands can filter out the fake moves and manipulation just as well as they did in the real market. Important note, if you are new here, the trading rules for this strategy are very specific. I explained them in detail in my previous video. Please click the link in the description and watch that video first to understand the logic. Then come back here to see the OTC results. To make this even easier for you, I've created a free step-by-step checklist PDF that explains every rule clearly. You can download it directly from my Telegram channel. The link is right below in the video description. Now remember, OTC markets can be volatile and risky. Never trade with money you can't afford to lose. Let's jump into the live charts and see if we can repeat our success. All right, traders, let's dive into this first live example on the OTC market. Look closely at the chart. We just saw a massive red candle push down and close clearly below the lower fractal band. According to our breakout strategy rules from the PDF, this is a textbook sell signal. It tells us that bearish momentum is strong and the price wants to go lower. So, without hesitation, I placed a sell trade for 1 minute. The setup looks perfect. But as you know, the OTC market loves to play games. Now watch what happens just a few seconds later. This is the moment where 90% of beginners panic. Look at the screen. My trade is currently in the negative. The candle turned green and started pulling back up against my entry. In the OTC market, this is called a retest or a fake out. The algorithm tries to scare you out of the trade. But ask yourself, did the trend actually change? No. The candle is still reacting to that lower band. This is why we trust the Fractal Chaos Bands. They filter out this noise. I'm not panicking, I'm trusting the strategy. And boom, just like that. The sellers stepped back in, the price snapped down exactly as predicted, and we secured a clean profit in just 60 seconds. Now let's see if we can find an even better setup. Now, pay very close attention to this next trade. I purposely took this setup to show you exactly how not to trade. Look at the chart. We see a breakout, right? A big red candle closed below the lower band. On the surface, this looks like a valid sell signal. Most beginners see this huge red bar and get excited. They think, wow, strong momentum, let me jump in. But pause for a second. Look at the size of that breakout candle compared to the previous ones. It is massive. It's almost 3 times the size of the normal candles. This is what we call an exhaustion candle. And taking a trade here is a deadly mistake. As the trade progresses, watch exactly what happens. Instead of pushing down further, the price instantly stalls. It starts pulling back up against me. Why? Because that huge red candle used up all the selling energy in one go. The sellers sprinted too fast, ran out of breath, and now they have no power left to push the price lower. When you see a candle that is abnormally large, the market usually does a snapback or a correction immediately after. You can see here, my trade is in deep trouble because I ignored the big candle rule from our strategy checklist. And there is the result. A loss. The market completely reversed on us. But I am glad this happened because it proves a critical point. Momentum is good, but exhaustion is bad. If you download my PDF guide, you will see a specific warning. If the breakout candle is too big, skip the trade. This loss wasn't bad luck, it was bad discipline. So the lesson is simple. If the signal candle looks like a giant compared to the rest of the chart, sit on your hands. It is better to miss a trade than to lose money on a fake out. Now that we know what to avoid, let's find a perfect setup where the candle size is just right. After that market fluctuation, a disciplined trader doesn't chase price. They wait for the data to align. I scanned the charts and identified a high-quality opportunity. This setup presents a textbook, high-probability breakout. We have a solid green candle that closed clearly above the upper fractal band. Crucially, unlike our previous example, this candle size is stable, showing genuine buying pressure, not exhaustion. Because this specific setup met 100% of our checklist criteria, I executed a buy trade with a larger position size. In professional trading, when the statistical probability is high, we capitalize on the edge. Watch how the market reacts when the analysis is correct. Immediately after entry, the price respects the breakout level. We aren't seeing the erratic, fake-out movement from earlier. This confirms that the Fractal Chaos Bands are successfully filtering the trend momentum. This demonstrates the difference between guessing and executing a strategy. We are simply following the mathematical rules we laid out in the trading rules. And there is the confirmation, a successful close. This trade secured a significant profit, bringing our session back into the green. Let's look at the transparency of today's session. We started with a standard win. We took a calculated loss, which is part of trading. We finished strong by trusting our high-probability setup. The result is a positive session, but more importantly, we protected our capital by sticking to the plan. That discipline is the real win. So, can you trade the OTC market effectively? The answer is yes, but only with a strict plan. Trading isn't about getting lucky, it's about managing risk. Identify the valid breakouts. Avoid the risky exhaustion candles. Never let one loss break your discipline. If you appreciate this honest, transparent approach to trading, please hit that like button and subscribe to SAM Trading Strategies. Trade safe, manage your risk, and I'll see you in the next video.